by-elections successfully. And with this one in Olkalau, that will bring the count to 32 by-elections. And in the course of the conduct of those by-elections, we have observed some challenges that arise because of out of the disputes between the political parties, disputes between the candidates, because it's a competition. Politics is a competition. And since it is a competition, we are bound to, of course, experience disagreements on certain things, including processes and conduct of some of the parties. So for the case of Olkalau, when we cleared the candidates that are presently contesting the parliamentary seat in Olkalau constituency, the commission has a process, a procedure. When we clear the candidates, we ensure that they meet those standards for them to be cleared to contest the elections. Once we do that, we also administer the oath. They sign to conduct the elections themselves within the code of conduct, which is prescribed by the elections, by the Constitution and the Elections Act. So they sign the code of conduct together with the political parties that are sponsoring those candidates. And therefore, it's our expectation that all those participating in the Olkalau by-elections must adhere to the constitutional requirements, particularly Article 81, which says that the elections must be free from harassment, intimidation, violence, bribery, and undue influence. We also expect these candidates to give the citizens of Olkalau the opportunity to exercise their sovereignty. And by that, I mean they must be given a chance to exercise their free will in deciding who to elect as their next member of parliament. But the reports reaching us at headquarters from our teams, our electoral officials on the ground, are very much perturbing and concerning. We have cases, concerns around security and breaches of the electoral code of conduct in Olkalau. And this is attributed to certain conducts by the candidates and their supporters and the political parties. Some of the issues that have been reported to us relate to, for example, late night campaigns. Daytime, the place is peaceful. At night, madness descends. And the political parties and their supporters engage in running battles, defacing each other's campaign posters and materials, engaging in physical confrontations and fights. And on 1st July, sadly, such a confrontation late in the night resulted in the death of one person, which is very, very sad and unfortunate. We have also had allegations of bribery, and in some outlets, the scale of bribery is massive. We have also been alerted of the presence of state officials in Olkalau, which is not a problem as long as they are doing their ordinary duties. But where they are there to interfere, that is also very unfortunate. We have also been informed of the presence of goons or potential mobilization of goons in Olkalau. And this, therefore, will threaten the security of the people of Olkalau and the election generally. So, as IBC, we are very clear and categorical because the Constitution directs us on what to do. The elections must allow the free will of each individual voter And therefore, issues of influencing the voter must not arise. The Constitution also directs that there must be an environment that is conducive enough to allow the voters to exercise their democratic rights, to elect representatives of their choice out of their own free will. And therefore, as IBC, we have the necessary tools to act. As of now, we have dispatched already our investigative teams to Olkalau to investigate those allegations, because as of now, we can treat them as allegations. But what we are seeing even on social media is very disheartening, especially the kind of rhetoric, misinformation by some of the leaders who are misinforming the people of Olkalau that you do not need ID card or identity document for you to be identified as a voter. Rhetoric around outright bribery. Rhetoric around mobilization of gangs and goons. We've seen them on social media. I don't think we are inventing the story. So for us as a country governed by the rule of law and due process, what we are doing as a commission is to dispatch a team of investigators to work with our electoral officials on the ground to give us the exact information, facts, and evidence. And once they give us that report, we will take the necessary action as guided by the law. We will be very firm in enforcing the code of conduct, and that will require the Code of Conduct Enforcement Committee, which is already duly constituted, to summon those who have been mentioned, those who are concerned, those of whom our report will point at as having interfered or trying to interfere with the elections in Olkalau. They will be summoned, and we will take them through the prescribed processes. And when we find any culpability or any breaches of the code of conduct, the proper remedies shall apply, and up to, including disqualifying some of those candidates, if not all of them, those who are involved. And in the situation, in the event that working with the security officials and other stakeholders, if we find that the environment is not conducive enough for us to conclude the by-election in Olkalau, we will be left with no choice other than to take the most unfortunate and drastic step of postponing the elections in Olkalau. And if that's not enough, we will cancel it altogether. And that will be a very sad day for the citizens, innocent residents, citizens of Olkalau, because they will lose an opportunity to be represented in parliament. Elections are very expensive. In Olkalau alone, we are spending more than 30 million. So when we prepare, we procure materials. Today, the ballot papers are arriving with the other two commissioners who are not present here today. We'll receive them this evening. All other materials are in Olkalau. We have trained our officials, prepared them adequately. So we are ready